This is how to turn a stick figure into a human person shape. So we're going to start with the stick figure. Now, one of the problems that we have with a stick figure is that human arms do not connect to the body in the middle of the body. They actually connect to the body, the top of the body. So we're going to start by fixing that. You want to start by giving your person some shoulders, and then some arms. All right. The most basic way to turn this into human shapes is to use rectangles. Now, there's a lot of other ways that we can draw people also. This is simply one way, using rectangles. So I'm going to start with rectangle, the main part of the body, rectangle for the neck, rectangle for the arms, rectangle for the arms, rectangle for the leg, rectangle for the leg. Now for the hands and feet, I'm going to draw ovals. All right, that gives us a basic human shape. From there, we can begin to add details. I'm going to start by adding details to the body. And I'm going to use a black line to show you that. So for example, if my person is wearing a t-shirt, I'll draw a collar, short sleeves, our waist is kind of here, short sleeve like that. You can add maybe an extra detail here for the collar or even for the edge of the sleeve. All right, pants are gonna kind of come down there and go up, down, go up. You can add pockets if you want. And get cargo pants. And like a zipper. All right, for arms, the arm's gonna be a little thinner. All right, now when it comes to hands, hands are hard. What I like to do is start with the ovals for my hands and actually draw in lines to show fingers. So there's gonna be thumb, and 1, 2, 3, 4 for the fingers. 1, 2, 3 for the hands as a guide. Then you can go back on top of that. Whenever you're drawing with pencil, you want to draw lightly. There you go. One of the nice things about cartoony style drawings is things don't have to look perfect. The hands can be 2 different sizes, and most people are not going to question it as long as it kind of looks like a hand. All right, for the feet, I usually start with some just basic like sneaker-like shapes. So just kind of an oval, and I'll show the front of the shoe, and then some laces. Good way to kind of just get you started. All right. Now, when it comes to the heads are more complicated. So I'm going to show you a few examples of different ways in which you can draw heads. So we're going to zoom in on our head. The first thing for heads, the easiest way to draw a head is to start by drawing a line down the middle and then drawing a line across the middle. This helps give us where our eyes are supposed to be and our nose is supposed to be. A lot of times when people draw faces, they draw the eyes all the way up here. The problem is this is where our brain and our hair is. So we want to make sure our eyes are lower on our face. So we're going to erase that. So So we're gonna start here. Our eyes, the middle of our eye is kind of in the middle of these two sections, where our hair begins to grow out of the top of our head is gonna be here. And then the top here is actually the very, very tip top of our head, when we look at another person and we can see the very top of their head. Our nose usually is about here. Our mouth is about halfway here, and then some kind of chin there. So that gives you very basics. The top of our ears actually line up. Our ear connects to our head, lines up with where our eyes line up with our head. You can actually feel that. You can feel the top of your nose, your eyes, and where your ears connect all the way across your head. And usually where our mouth lines up also kind of connects to the bottom of our ears. It is okay if you draw two different size ears. All right, I'm gonna go back now and I'm gonna begin to add details for the face. So I'm gonna start with eyes. Now eyes, you can draw in many different ways. You can draw realistic eyes, which are kind of like football shapes, and they have the iris and the pupil in the middle. You can draw big anime-like eyes, where they tend to be really large and they tend to have a really, like, it's mostly the pupil and there's like reflections on the eye. Big sort of, take up a lot of space on the face. They're unrealistically big. All right, you can draw eyes that are connected, and you can change the expression by how you draw eyebrows. Like this one's angry. All right, this is confused. This one's kind of sleepy. All right, you can draw eyes by just doing like eyebrows, a dot, but we want to do more than just the smiley face eyes. We want to add some expression to them. They could be eyes. A lot of times I tend to draw eyes that are like two different sizes. That way I don't have to worry about if my eyes are perfectly aligned or not. I can make them different. Some people draw eyes as U's. And again, depending on how you draw the eyebrows, will change the expression on the face. So for this one, I'm gonna have fun. I'm gonna draw one eye that looks human-ish. And I'll draw one that's like a big anime eye, because why not? All right, for noses are another one that there's a lot of different ways to draw them. You can draw a nose that's just like a U, or you can draw a more realistic nose by drawing like a U with a C and a backward C. You can draw like an L-shaped nose. You could draw, I like to make a nose. I do a nose that's like this and it comes down and around and like that. You can do a pig nose, nose that sticks up. It's almost like the opposite of the nose that looks like a U. I'm gonna go, or you can do like, or almost like a triangle nose, kind of like that. So I'm gonna do a nose that's just kind of a U. All right, and then mouths. I'm gonna draw mouths on the other side of my stick person over here. So to do lips, lips are kind of like a mountain range with like a lake in front. All right, and then depending, you can make them like really wide, right, or like really pronounced. And the sizes can change. And you can also do mouths that have different expressions. So you can do, mouth that's kind of smiling, right? Teeth to it. You can a lot of times I'll add a tongue in there. You can do a mouth that looks really angry, right? Get some expression that way, kind of yelling. I tend to do mouths that are just kind of big open circles, and I like to put like funny teeth in them, right? That's my way to do a mouth. You can even do kind of the lips, but kind of like at an angle. Sometimes I'll do lips and then I'll do like that, so it's like the mouth is almost like open. All right, so my person here, I'm gonna kind of give them a mouth like that. Put a tongue in there. There we go, nice big open mouth. Hey, here's some cheeks. All right, now hair. So I'm gonna. So we're looking at hair. So hair here is where it begins to match up with the top of your head. For guys, hair is going to come down a little in front of the ears, right? And then it's gonna, depending on the haircut, is not going to quite match the shape of the head. It might stick out like a little bit, depending on the thing. And then you can kind of use some various texture to fill that in. All right. For girls, I'm going to erase this head. For girls, if there's bangs, then the bangs will kind of come down like this. And then the hair will kind of come down this way. And again, like in front of the ears and behind the ears. All right, here. And then you can kind of fill that in. And the ears, if the hair is down, the ears will hide behind the hair. Right, or make all that go away. If you don't have bangs, then the hair might come down like that. All right, if you tend to wear your hair up in a ponytail, then you can kind of show the ponytail this way, even though of course like that's not exactly like really how it looks. A lot of times I'll show my hair up in a bun by kind of like doing that, even though that's not really what you see when you look at a person. So here's back to our person. Here we're gonna do line in the middle, line in the middle. Let me see here. Person looks maybe a little worried. Here. There's our person. So we'll go back with a final one. His neck is a little too long, but again, it's a cartoon, so it's okay. There's our person. All right, so one last time, I'm going to go back through and I'm going to outline exactly where our stick figure started and how we ended up with the person shape. So our stick figure person started with this head, this line, this line, shoulder line, arm, and arm. All right, so from stick figure to person. This is just one of the many ways in which you can draw a person shape.